Good, good morning, good afternoon, and evening, everyone around the world. My name is Michelle. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yes, I'm exploring. I'm just taking a good fresh air walk and just giving glory and praise to God each and every day. Psalm 34 is more like giving honor, glory, and praise to God. And He saves me out of my troubles in the past. I know He will deliver me again. The title and the thing I want to share is about what's the difference between satisfaction and dissatisfaction in people, and how I'd like to share to you guys about those two things. Satisfaction is something that you strive and you're content, you're happy, you're grateful and blessed in those particular areas. And there's dissatisfaction means you're not happy and content and grateful in those particular areas of your life. Like, let me tell you a story. Have you ever noticed that sometimes, if you sense, that there are some relationships in your life, rather you're satisfied with them or not, or you have been drinking or smoking and drugs, you find, what is the purpose? Are you truly satisfied and content and happy with that? And what does it do for you? Or you watch TV or movies and play video games. Do you find satisfaction in that? Or that word I'm trying to say. But anyways, guys, I just want to share and tell you that I noticed recently, when I grew up and getting older now these days, I found certain relationships. I mean, I'm not going to judge and wrong and not saying they're not good enough or nothing in my life. I noticed in my family side, it's okay to be with your family, but eventually when you get older, or you're discovering something, the shift and changes in your life, or some relationships that are looking for something different and new for their lives. They're not satisfied with their families. They're not satisfied with their friends. They're not satisfied with their jobs. They're not satisfied in the certain things that they shouldn't participate and do with their lives. Perhaps they finally found out, it says, why I do drugs. Why do I drink? Why do I smoke these particular things? Why am I wasting my time on video games and TV? Why am I wasting my time with certain relationships? Why I'm still staying the same 9-to-5 job? Or why am I not doing these? Maybe you slack off and there's some things that you're interested in, and then you let go, or perhaps you wanted to do, but you didn't fulfill those things that you wanted, that could give you satisfaction. But you know what, guys? These things are short and temporal. Not everybody is truly called as Christians out there. Not everybody is truly living out what they're supposed to do for God. Or sometimes you do. You sense it to yourself, or you see it in others. I find out that I'm satisfied more what God will bless me to be and to do. I know people want me to hang out, those certain people to hang out with, but sometimes I find out and notice I don't find a purpose and satisfaction in those particular relationships. I notice at home. My mom is, my mom wasted my $5,000 over that scam. And I'm not satisfied with what she's doing with her money and the money of others. She wasted it. What kind of purpose of wasting your money and being scammed and brainwashed into something? I noticed that she became very complacent, lazy, and other areas in her life. She thinks her kids are going to be just sitting on a couch watching TV, the same old conversations. I always try to look forward to something different and new, like seeing other families that I haven't seen for a while, or go out go out of our means to try something different and new. But I find out, guys, that my mom is she's going the wrong path in the wrong direction, and she'll find out this is selfish gain and foolishness and letting these people to control her decisions and boing boing boing. And I said to myself, and we warned my mom, please, put an end and stop and cut them off. Yeah, my mom's not satisfying me since I was a teenager all the way up. You know what? My mom didn't pay for my college. A program agency supported me on that. And I didn't feel satisfied at home. I felt useless, dead. I'm living in the same place. I'm not feeling satisfied being in that place no more. I don't feel satisfied in watching TV no more. I found out that she doesn't want to cook and do things for herself. She does it when she feels to. That's not being satisfied. That's not being content and happy. You're causing your young daughters to feel like they're worthless and useless and not can't find that kind of satisfaction themselves. It's called the generational curse. There is my sister, for example. I mean, her man is not great. Her life is not great. I know their stuff family. They do certain things. I know my sister did things for me, like she lived in Alberta one time, and I came over there to visit. We went to Niagara Falls, and we traveled to these small towns. We kind of went to patios and went to the beaches and all. But suddenly, and she helped me with certain things. I'm blessed and grateful and satisfied in that particular area. But now these days, she found a man. Yes, he works, but he doesn't speak very well English. When he's trying to translate or understand, Canadian culture is different than other cultures out there. How they influence, how they communicate, pronounce, or trying to understand the terms. I noticed that he smokes. He drinks a lot. He drinks the wine bottle to almost a halfway. He could waste it away like that, and he'll do things if he feels like to. But you know what? A man like that I would not date. I'm concerned for my sister. I says, you gotta talk senses to him. He needs to practice to be more a good steward in his money. And sleeping in a car will not bring satisfaction. That's their only place to sleep and their only way of escape because of my mom and my mom and her man. They can't play music. Sometimes they try to cook, but there's other ones interfere. Sometimes it interferes me too. This is why I come to the park or maybe go to my room when there's a chance. Maybe I'll escape somewhere like some people on YouTube. They go walk around the neighborhoods. They try different places. They explore and try different new things. I'm eager to and desire to be like that. But you know what? We need to be thankful and grateful and satisfied that if you are a Christian and you want to become a Christian, God is the only person, the only source, the only Father who will give you the secret desires of your heart. And He will satisfy you and give you good things, no matter what. Even if you're going through terrible, bad times, you may have walked away from Him and walk away from the faith, and perhaps you were not happy with how people treat you in church, or God didn't answer your prayers. But you know what? Here's what I found out. When God is silent and you're like hoping, expecting something from, you know what, God, the reasons why God is silent is because He's testing you in a good way. We need to pass that test. We need to trust Him. We need to move forward. He did His part, and He's still working on it in your life, but you got to do your part. He wants to see and trust you with the little things before much. But yes, we got to be when we're not satisfied. We're not satisfied with particular areas in our life and the lives of those and the things in our life that perhaps God wants to remove and cut off. He wants you to go bear much fruit. He wants you to share the testimony gospel. If you're not a Christian, that's okay. What I'm trying to say too, guys, even though you're not a Christian or seeking God, things and people in your life will not satisfy you. You may have witnessed and explored this since you're growing up, since you're getting older. If you have kids, I understand you can't force, like my testimony. I'm a person, I'm starting to notice I love my parent, I love my family. I will do whatever I can because we don't know what's happening out there. There's wars and rumors of wars. There's earthquakes in different places. You see a lot of famines. You see a lot of financial challenges out there. A lot of people's bank accounts getting frozen. There's a lot of people getting laid off and fired from their jobs. People don't have savings in their account. The economy is not great. There's some areas are stable and unstable. But what can we do? I know we're not satisfied because we don't have much. We wish we had more money. We wish we had this and that. But what I notice and discover, everybody, is I'm with you. I'm not good with my savings right now. I don't have a job. I know I'm working hard on it. I know there's certain people in my family are taking advantage over me. I notice my friends are going out and eating out. They seem to have support, not from the government and their jobs, but even their families are supporting them for the entertainment and food. And myself, I'm struggling. I said, I don't know if I could tend to someone's birthday party this Sunday, because I'm feeling stuck. But I said, I gotta trust God. Can I do it? Can I attend to it or not? See, no one doesn't want to see me struggle and see the troubles of my heart, but I gotta trust and rely on Him and make a decision. I said, can I attend to this person's birthday? But I will wish her in the spirit happy birthday and send a message to encourage her. But you know what, guys? These are hard, troubling times. There are if you have the money to move out or find rent out like a room or something like that, or create boundaries and space, and you want to find and discover yourself. Maybe you want to find and search God and find a good Bible-based church and start reading and praying and discover more about your life. You know what? Not everybody's going to satisfy you. Not most of the things in this world and the things we rely on may not satisfy you no more, or not going to be any longer. So I'm just saying to you guys, watch out for those and the things that you do, or somebody, maybe support them, encourage and celebrate for them. People are not satisfied not hearing from other people, but you try all your best with people, you try to contact them, but you're not receiving a word. Or perhaps there are people that you need to cut off or shorten your time with them, because these are people who are not going to really be there for you. You're not going to feel satisfied in your relationships with them. God may, no matter if you're a Christian or not, God is calling you out, or God is trying to set a good example to your heart to others. And sometimes you need to, be alone for sometimes. We don't have much time left, guys. We don't know the day and hour. We saw, the fault lines right by Japan. They said there's volcanic, the volcanic stuff is awakening, and it could cause earthquakes and tsunamis and those things. And you heard what happened to Turkey and a couple of other places. You saw you notice we had this crazy bizarre storm in America and certain parts in Canada. There has been the electricity was out for some parts of USA, and I hope that you guys some of you are there. I hope you're okay. There's a lot of killings and stabbings and desperation of people who are stealing from people. There are people who are wrong and disadvantaging people because they're desperate. There are people who are faking to be your friend or that relationship with that person. Layoffs and everything, and then you're searching for help, but people are not there to encourage and support you at all. All they can say is this: look, all we could do is give you emotional support, and if you want to talk. But what happens if they don't call you or give you any support or phone to encourage you or help you in some way? Those are particular people's hearts may be grown cold. They're being selfish, prideful, inconsiderate, not lovers of the good. And yeah, be careful with those people. Or if you know somebody, maybe help and support them if you have that opportunity and chance. So yeah, so basically, I'm just saying, not everybody or some things will satisfy you. So we help anyways, guys, make that choice and decision. And I'm making a choice and decision for myself, because I do find some not feeling satisfied with certain relationships, some things that don't mean nothing to me. I wish I don't own a TV. It doesn't. I have other sources like my computer and my phone, electricity, a roof over my head, Wi-Fi is all I need, and some relationships at times, and find something better to do. That's what I like to do. And seeing my aunt and uncle, and I'm praying, asking God for that help. Pray for me that I can see, God will financially support me to see my aunt and uncle before all this collapse and the Antichrist or this one new world government, this one new world religion is going to screw up everybody. And they want us to think the true Sabbath Christians like me, we don't want to bow down to Pope Leo, who is this false prophet and claiming that Mary is the only way, the truth, and life, and pray to Mary. If you're Catholic and you do pray to Mary and bow down to that statue, please don't do that. That's what Pope Leo and those want you to do, and lead other Christians and you guys astray. I don't bow down and pray to Mary. I don't go to the Eucharist. That's not gonna, you can't see through heaven and see through God and Jesus and Mary and the dead. And supporting something is not God's best for you. And guys, just watch out for the people who are fakes, and they don't satisfy the secret desires of your heart and what you want to do with your life. Maybe what you want to help your certain family members and friends, if they're willing to listen and they're willing to take your advice, then let it be so, right? So anyways, guys, hope you like this video. If you like this video, subscribe, hit the like button, and add some comments below about what areas in your life you feel satisfied and unsatisfied of. God bless you. Take care.